Before we talk about interfaith leadership, we need to define what we mean by the term interfaith. Interfaith refers to the interactions between people who orient around religion differently. Interfaith doesn't mean people of diverse religious identities living in the same neighborhood. We are interested in how they interact and how they can work together. Engagement and interaction are key. That's the inter in interfaith.
Interfaith is not about the interactions between religions, however, but between the people who follow those traditions: Muslims and Hindus, secular humanists and Buddhists. The faith in interfaith refers to a personal orientation around one's belief or ethical system, rather than the system as a whole. This is important because our religious or non-religious identity does not exist in a vacuum. It is informed by our family, our gender and sexuality, our cultural context, and so much more.
Intersectionality, or the ways that different aspects of our identity interact and inform one another, demands that we pay attention to the differences in individual beliefs and perspectives, even among people who are all nominally Christian or secular. This is true for people who profess a particular religious tradition, as well as people who are spiritual but not religious, or not affiliated with any particular religion. For example, we can't assume that all Muslims have the same beliefs and concerns, or that all Christians agree on certain social issues.
Today, the term interfaith is often used to describe three different kinds of interactions or events, though they are not mutually exclusive. The first of these is reconciliation. Reconciliation is dialogue or events aimed at bringing together two or more individuals or communities who have been torn apart by their religious difference. This work seeks to generate mutual understanding and harmonious living. For example, you may have been invited to participate in an interfaith dialogue group of Jews and Muslims focused on reconciling tensions around Israel and Palestine.
Another type of interfaith event brings together people of diverse religious perspectives to share traditions and uncover the spiritual and ethical truths they have in common. One example that focuses on sharing is an interfaith prayer service, where individuals are invited to participate in one another's spiritual and religious practices as a way of strengthening or deepening their own.
The third type of interfaith work is what we will focus on in this course, and involves cooperative social action to address shared community problems. This type of interfaith engagement emphasizes the shared values and goals of diverse religious people, and asks that individuals come to the work from their own religious perspective, however representative or unrepresentative of their larger community they may be. Significantly, this work does not require that individuals achieve any set level of expertise within their tradition before participating in interfaith engagement. Rather, it asks only that participants be motivated by their own religious or ethical beliefs, however they understand them. By discovering shared values and cooperating in concrete ways, we increase our knowledge of one another, build lasting relationships, and take important steps toward the common good. So what does leadership look like in this type of interfaith work? It can take many forms.
Leadership comes out of the choices we make, how we model behavior, and how we create opportunities for people to come together, to build relationships, and to create change.
Not every leader is at the front of a movement with a bullhorn. Some of the most influential leaders are people who demonstrate cooperative behavior, apply their knowledge in useful and insightful ways, and who quietly bring others along into the important work of transforming diversity into what we call pluralism. As we will soon learn, pluralism is the ultimate goal of this type of interfaith work. Pluralism describes a society where individual religious and non-religious identities are respected, people create relationships across lines of difference, and everyone works cooperatively toward the common good. We'll discuss this concept in greater detail in Lesson 2.